My name is Brendan Condon from Maryborough, Queensland, and I've spent the last 4 years developing this zero-emission hydrogen engine cycle. We are driven to reduce the cost of living for Australian families and to bring prosperity and career opportunities back to regional Australia. As you'll see in the following demonstration, we have achieved a proof of concept of our twin-stroke compressionless engine. Our engine cycle does not draw in and compress air. We do not combust in nitrogen, so we do not produce nitrogen oxides. We do not burn carbon, we do not produce any carbon emissions, we do not produce sulfur oxides. This engine runs on hydrogen and oxygen. Once we engage our compression replacement system, we can potentially double the torque production and take power and efficiency to a new level. We are working towards a system where existing engines, big and small, diesel, petrol, gas, can be converted to produce zero emissions. Rather than current expensive alternatives, the BRCengine system will offer users the opportunity to have their existing engines converted locally, creating local jobs and an affordable transition into a zero emission lifestyle. You'll notice this engine hasn't got any muffler system at all. We believe when we finish developing this engine, it will be ultra quiet. So now you've seen this proof of concept working, I'd like to introduce you to Mark Springer, who is BRCengine's first investor.
My name is Mark Springer. I've known Brendan for about 15 years. And when he approached me about 18 months ago and introduced this hydrogen engine concept to me, I wanted to be in straight away. So I became the foundational investor. One of the things that really attracted me to this is the significant ability and the contribution it can make towards the conundrum facing people and politicians regarding high energy prices at a time where we need to transition to renewable energies. So immediately I knew this was a game changer, and very, very impressed with the business model that we've developed. Brendan, that's through Brendan's thinking and his genius associated with the concept around the hydrogen engine as well as the business development model. We plan to have regionally based companies producing, manufacturing and distributing these engines. It's one of the big things for me is that a third of the profits is going to go back to community-based projects in the community. What's particularly attractive here is the fact that we have mobile and stationary applications. So as well as the ability to be able to convert existing engines, just grab any engine off the shelf, we also have the ability to be able to scale up into megawatt power generators. So we can provide a really affordable energy storage solution for wind farms and solar farms. So when the wind is blowing, when the sun is shining, we're using that excess electricity to power an electrolysis plate in water. And what that does is that produces hydrogen and oxygen gas. We decant that into bottles, and later on when the sun's not shining or the wind's not blowing, we turn the engines on. We've got a complete renewable energy source of supply.
As you've heard, this engine is scalable. We can go from single to multi-cylinder. Our first step is to have an engine like this with a generator there as a key component for an energy storage system. So while the sun is shining or the wind is blowing, we're producing hydrogen and oxygen fuel gases free on site. These gases are then used to fuel this engine to provide power as required.
I can see that our off-grid energy storage system is going to be of immense benefit to farmers, businesses and families off-grid, saving them thousands. I challenge businesses, government and the Australian public to come on board, and let's see what a difference we can really make together.
We need your support to take this technology to the next stage of development. Please go to the Ready Fund Go website and search BRC. Even a pledge of $10 will help us towards our goal. Thank you for your support.